To manage the features and appearance of your Korgi board, select the gear icon to see board settings. That is going to let you change the board background from a solid color to a corkboard. It also will let you choose what background color you might want for the board. So let's make this a nice deep blue. You can change all of the cards on the board to a specific color, say light blue, or just your top row cards to one color and your lower cards to another. If you cancel, no changes are made. If you save, you have your updated settings. You also can change your card type from index card to sticky notes. You can change your card size from uniform to flexible height. Flexible height is when you might have cards with longer text and you want to see more of the text on the card, and you don't mind that all of your cards aren't exactly the same size. Turning on flexible height is really great when you're organizing written work to be exported later, like speeches or script beats and outlines. If you want to decide what appears on the board or the card itself, you have the options to, for instance, turn off the drawer. If I disable the drawer, now when I click the three dots, it shows me a side menu. And if I re-enable the drawer, then I am seeing the drawer again after I click the three dots on a card. I can decide if I want to view archives. For instance, if I archive this column, it will stay on the board, just appear more translucent. If I don't want to see archive cards in columns at all, I would turn that off. It doesn't delete them, but they're no longer visible on the board. And I can see them again easily by re-enabling archives. When I'm adding links and files or creating files from a card, those appear with icons on the face of that card. In board settings, I can turn off seeing those links for a cleaner version of the board, which is sometimes helpful for presentations. I also can select to display the counter, and that will show how many cards are in each of my columns. That's really helpful for when I'm doing seating assignments by column, or I am counting out the beats in each of my scenes or acts, etc. And if I restore this archived column, then you'll see the count is there as well. The MS365 option is new. Now that Korgi has added Microsoft 365 apps, if you want to see the option to sign in and have access to all of those files and apps within your board, you would make that visible just by enabling Microsoft 365. By default, you also see the contact icon on the bottom of your board. You can turn that off and it will no longer display. And in Show Me, you will see Korgi AI here. But you can choose to turn that off and not have that visible in your app as well. And finally, you can update your collaboration mode for shared boards from within settings just as you can from within sharing. So that is how you manage features and appearance of your Korgi board using board settings.